All right, then, so let's go and add the toast provider. So what we need to do is, in this case, I'm just going to say npm install react hot toast, toast, toast. Hit the enter and that should be downloaded. Okay, so then what we need to do is, so over here, collapse everything, and I'm going to create a new folder called provider. Okay, inside this providers folder, I'm going to create toast provider.tsx, which is going to be the use client. Okay, and I'm going to import the from where, from the react hot toast, from the toast, and I'm going to get that what, toaster. We are going to get that toaster, right? Then I'm going to say export const toast provider equals to a callback function, which is going to return this toaster component. So you can make some customizations over here. All you have to do is to search for react hot toaster, and you should be able to clearly see their official website where you can make some configurations and everything, just like see how, what is the positions and what is the reverse order and all those things. You can make some customizations and everything over here, right? In this case, I'm just going to leave it as empty and I'm going to close it, and let me collapse it, and let's jump into the root layout, and right inside over here, or right after here, I'm going to bring that toast provide. I'm going to bring that toast provider and I'm going to save it, get back over here. Okay, if everything is being successfully happening, so instead of console.logs savings showing that detail, what we need to do is we need to reroute the user to the jobs listing page. So what I'm going to do is, so right after here, const router is equals to use router, which is coming from next navigation, and right after here I'm just going to say router dot push the user, open it, push the user to that specific ID, because once the router has been successfully created, we need to push the user to that specific job ID, so where that we can able to edit the details and everything. So we need to push the user to /admin/job/ whatever the ID that we are getting through the response.id. So we are pushing that user to that. Okay, so wait a minute. Data.id. Response.data.id. Yep, that is it. All right. So once it is done, then I'm just going to say toast.success and make sure that has been imported from that. And then I'm just going to say job created. Okay, job created. Let's check it out. So let me close this, and this is going to be test job, and if I click continue, okay, so now we ran into the 404 error, because you should be able to see we are navigated into the route called admin job and that specific ID. The reason is because this page is not working, because inside the admin page, app, dashboard, routes, admin, and the jobs, we don't have that specific thing. Okay, so in order to do that, what we need to do is, inside here I'm going to create a new folder with the dynamic routing. So over here, which is going to have the ID, job ID, and inside here I'm going to have this page.tsx file. Okay, now inside this job, what we need to do is, first we need to get that job ID and we need to display that thing. So in this case, sfc, which is going to be the job details page, job details page. Okay, div. Okay, so now here what we need to do is, so this function is going to be asynchronous function for the later purpose, and here what I need to do is I need to get the params instance. So I'm going to get that params, and this is going to be the type, which is going to be the params, and inside this I'm going to get the one more object, which is going to be the job ID, and that is going to be the type of string. So this is how it should looks like. Over here you should be able to see this particular page, this ID, this ID should be exactly the same as this parameter ID. So please make sure that it's been exactly the same as that. Then here I'm just going to say job detail, and this is the place where we are going to display the params.job ID. Refresh it and refresh it over here. Let's get back over here, and where I am creating this, yep, inside slash admin jobs, and that is the place where we are pushing that. Yeah, it should be jobs, not job. That's the reason I'm wondering why it's not working. Okay, so now if I'm creating test 3 or something, click continue. Job has been created, and you should be able to see we've been navigated to the job details, and we are getting the job ID. It's been displaying over here. Now at this point over here, what we need to do, so in the jobs, if you're able to see here, if I click jobs and if I click edit any of the job application, and you should be able to see we having this nice setup where I can able to edit the title, image, and the job requirements, all these company the job details, and even including that AI studio to generate this content. And that is what we are going to do now, which is exactly okay. So we are going to clean up this code, and we are going to bring this awesome UI to display this entire, to customize these job details and everything. So now you should know whatever the things we do. We just finished creating the Prisma, integrating the Prisma, integrating the MongoDB, and integrating the API to save these details. And we added the toaster notification, alert notification, and everything is working perfectly, since including the router also. Only one thing which is going to be, if I click the job, if I click new, if I click cancel, it's pushing me entirely to the home page. It's because of here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say admin slash jobs, save it. Now if I click this and if I click cancel, that is going to bring back to the jobs page itself. Okay, later we can bring and display the data table and everything. In this case, now what we are going to do is we are going to get that specific ID, any specific ID from here, or we can create ourselves a new job, and we can start creating it. Okay, so that's what we are going to do next.